Hi everyone, this is Elizabeth Riva. Today I wanted to take a video. If you're writing an offer and you're a little bit scared and you think, oh, once I write the offer, I'm locked, that's not true. So today I wanted to talk about the different contingencies that you can have to walk away from the property, to cancel the purchase contract without any penalties. So stick around. So what are those contingencies that we could cancel the purchase contract and we can walk away from the property without any penalties? Number one is going to be the seller's real property disclosure statement. This is around 100 questions that the seller answers to the best of their knowledge. They have to answer yes, no, or not to my knowledge. Some of the questions that you will find, for example, are like, what kind of repairs have you done to the property? Has somebody died in the property? And just a lot of questions. If you find something that is a deal breaker for you, you can cancel, and if you cancel, your deposits will go back to you as soon as you cancel within the time frame, of course. The second clause that you can walk away is title. If you're doing financing, actually you don't have to worry much because of course the lender is going to want to make sure that the title is clear. If there's any liens on the property, of course we won't be able to convey the property if you're doing it alone. So that's something that we could cancel if that would be the case. It's actually kind of rare to cancel under that clause because usually as realtors, like for example, when I represent a seller, what I do is I pull the preliminary title report before listing the property. So if there's any liens or any issues with the title, I try to be proactive and take care of that before we go into escrow or before we even put the property in the market. But that's another clause that you could walk away. Another clause is the home inspection. The home inspection is the only thing that is not refundable. Why? Because we're going to be hiring a third party, right, a licensed inspector, to do an inspection for us. And they're going to tell us absolutely everything about the property. Of course, we probably are going to find some issues since if the property is not brand new, of course, it's like buying a used car, right? So there's going to be some things that we may need to take care, keep an eye on, and things like that. However, if you find something that is a big issue and affects now the value of the property, you could cancel. If you cancel, again, your deposits go back to you. And again, we would have to cancel within the time frame for that contingency. Every contingency has a timeline, okay? The other contingency that you can cancel is if you're buying a condominium, a townhouse, and there's some house rule, right? There's an association, or sometimes you can be part of, you can buy a house, but you can still be part of a subdivision. So there's going to be some rules. Once you receive this paperwork and you review it and you see something that again is a deal breaker for you, you can still go ahead and cancel. So as soon as you receive the documents, you're going to have certain days to review it. Once you review it and, you know, if you find something again that is a deal breaker, let's just say pets, or you know, you always wanted to have, let's just say, a pit bull, and you realize that pit bulls are not allowed, that may be a deal breaker for you and you can cancel. Again, you cancel, your deposits will go back to you. Another contingency is the survey, and this is only for single family homes. Single family homes, we do a survey. A survey is, it tells you where your property starts and where your property ends, right? So sometimes it happens, and it's kind of common in Hawaii because properties are so old that there may be some encroachments. An encroachment is either the property that you're buying is encroaching into the neighbors, or vice versa, the neighbors is encroaching into your property. So if, let's just say, we can do, there are different options at that point, and we can do a video on that as well with more details. But if, let's just say, the property is encroaching a lot and we cannot do an encroachment agreement, that's another exit for you. The other clause that we could cancel is the termite inspection. So the great news with the termite, if you're a buyer, is you select who the company to do the termite inspection is. However, this is paid by the seller. And if they find termites in the property, which in Hawaii is kind of common to find termites, the property is treated. And if it's treated, it's also paid by the seller, usually, right? That's kind of like a standard practice. But if the seller does not get to treat it, or we maybe find like bigger issues with termites or something, that's another exit that you can have. And another clause that you can cancel, it's going to be the later discovered information. So let's just say we are in escrow, and let's just say 10 days prior closing, we find something else that now affects the value of the property. That's another, it's like an update to the disclosure. So it gives you again that window for you to walk away from the property without any penalties. And another clause that you can walk away is, of course, if you're getting a loan and you cannot get the loan, that's another exit that you could have. But yeah, those are the most popular ones. There are some other ones as well, like for example, rental documents. If you were to be an investor and you receive the rental paperwork and then you decide, this doesn't really work for me, then you could cancel. There's also like the inventory list. If we were purchasing a property that is with furniture and, the inventory list is something that you don't like anymore or something like that, then you can cancel again. So more than anything, I just wanted to show you guys that once you submit an offer, don't worry, because actually the purchase contract is more buyers friendly than sellers friendly. So you're going to go through different contingencies within different timelines for you to walk away without any penalties. But yeah, that's some good information about the purchase contract. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give us a like. And feel free to make any comments here. Let me know what kind of topics you would like to see.